Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the FoRa Football Show. It's your boy Apex, and I'm here with
Habang. We are about to give you some content, continental content topics, right? We're going to talk about the team season, the Premier League.
Yeah, man. This will probably be the first item without any of Pep's boy.
This guy doesn't want to do it because he's going to name every Liverpool player.
This really shouldn't take long.
But yeah, man, we're just gonna spitball this thing.
First of all, what did you decide? 4-2-3-1? 4-2-3-1.
4-3-3.
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
Or a single pivot.
4-3-3 is a bit dicey because now you have to decide between an 8 and a 10.
4-3-3.
I'm going 4-3-3 something.
Hey, 4-3-3 single pivot. I get. Hey, 4-3-3 single pivot. I agree with that.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna start off with the goalkeeper. Right, straightforward answer, bro. Alisson, the best goalkeeper in the world, bro.
I have Alisson in goal for me.
Why do you have Alisson?
Why do I have Alisson? Because first of all, he's a great goalkeeper for sure.
The last goalkeeper who was better than him out is DDG, but ungrateful fan bases and that's another topic.
And also, they won the league. You win the league by having a good defense.
For sure.
And the goalkeeper is part of the defense.
I don't know, bro.
I'm going with the Nottingham guy.
What's his name?
So
I'm gonna say Matt South. So
yeah.
we're off to a good start. We agree on something.
But this guy, Matt Sells from Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
Matt Sells for me he was amazing.
I don't know about amazing, but
He was.
He was good. It was really good.
Bro, trust me, he was.
I think some words should just be reserved for certain players. That's just me.
And especially a lower side team to be performing at that level in the Premier League consistently for the whole year, your goalkeeper has to be solid. So that's why I have him as in the Premier League top 11, meaning that it's his first time. He's entering that realm. So I want to give him honor by putting him there.
There's in terms of right back, there's Trent, obviously.
Nah,
There's
it's not Trent.
There's hey, bro, let's not put emotion in this.
Yeah, man. Maguire, bro. I'm not gonna mention traitors in this video.
Anybody but Trent, and we're good.
You see here, you know what?
I'm just saying.
You know what?
You said there shouldn't be any bias, and I'm trying not to be biased.
This is bias on the other end.
It's not bias.
It's bias.
Anybody but Trent, because I don't want to be
For
biased.
me, Trent is right close to.
No, he's not.
For me, because
He's top 5.
did you see that pass?
Now we're talking passes about right backs.
And the defensive attributes.
What defensive
He's been
attributes?
better this season.
Come on, let's not do that.
Statistically,
Let's not do that.
he's been better.
This is not his best statistical defensive season, by the way. But you've never given him that credit before. You just want to give him that credit now because he's on his way out. But I'm not gonna get involved in that. I'm going Ola Aina. So
There's someone in the FoRa group who just said from Norway that this guy was never good ever. He should just leave. I don't know who it is, but there was someone in the FoRa group.
Not Trent. I'm not giving Trent the item, bro. The Nottingham guy, bro. Murillo. That's my boy, bro.
Right back.
Before you go into there, honorable mention to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, West Ham player of the season. Yeah? Player of the season for a club. You let them go. You see, United.
What is this thing going on with United, man?
Players leave and they flourish.
And they excel.
They excel, bro.
Nah,
Hey,
that's crazy.
like everyone.
Nah, that's crazy.
Both Fred are winning the leagues that side. McTominay,
Bro,
player of the season,
MVP.
MVP.
He won the league.
He won the league, bro, because of him.
That guy is a god in Italy. He is a
Scott
god
was sauce.
in Italy.
Did you see the way they were
Bro.
celebrating him when he arrived? No.
What is that?
No.
In front of the whole stadium,
no.
is like, after scoring that season. Bro, it's unreal. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
No,
Bro. Scott is bossing the Italian league. Anthony is bossing the Spanish league.
Ah,
Mona Fred is up there with the Fenerbahce's, bro. It's crazy.
Jadon is actually scoring in finals. Man, he's the shit.
But then for me, Muniz or Munoz, whatever his name
No,
is.
it's Munoz.
Daniel Munez, right?
Mm.
For Crystal Palace, right? I believe Crystal Palace have been on a resurgence. Huh? They've been reformed,
broke the curse.
reformed
They won a
Christians,
trophy.
reformed Christians as a team. You
The
know that
Saints.
those that team is overwhelmingly Christian majority. You know, they're people of faith.
Eberich is.
So yeah, shout outs to him, bro.
Anyway, left back. I'm not. This is not biased. This is just truth. Mark Cucurella is my left back for the season.
I'd have Kirkes.
Kirkes.
Yeah, bro.
Left back.
Yeah.
Milos Kerkez.
Yeah, Kirkes is good.
I'm gonna go with Milos Kerkez.
But he hasn't been.
just because I want to give him like a shout out.
Yeah, Robertson will take it from me, even though he's a shade of himself. I think it's time to move on.
My left back is Anthony Robertson for Fulham.
For the centre backs, I think DVD, it goes without saying.
I'll start with Van Dijk.
Oh.
Van Dijk, easily.
There's nothing more to say, bro.
Virgil van Dijk, ladies and gentlemen.
Kind of that guy has waves.
He has a pushback
Hey, he has a
ponytail
pushback ponytail
with waves.
And freckles.
And freckles, bro. And he has a sharp
Mona-
lineup,
Mona-
bro.
hey.
How do you have your pullback yet you don't have corners like me, but you have waves on top of that? No.
And he's the captain.
He's the captain of the Premier League winning team.
The game has really evolved in the last 10, 15, 20 years to what it once was before. It's more based on attack and scoring goals and all of that. The game today really favors offensive players. So when we say a defender is great, we are not going to see the numbers reflecting the numbers that used to be reflected. We're never going to see another defense concede only 15 goals in the Premier League.
Never.
Like that Chelsea defense did.
Never.
We're never going to see something like that. But that doesn't mean the players today are any less gifted or any less talented. And Van Dijk is one such a player. You might look at the numbers that Liverpool concede and things like that and think, how can this be heralded as one of the best defenders? But then you actually watch the game and you actually hear different coaches from different teams speak about his influence on the game.
He's been solid.
He was part of one of those big signings Liverpool made that helped them rebuild, and
He was the Maguire.
like the solid piece alongside Alisson and then alongside Henderson, alongside Salah. You know, that spine of
that
the
spine,
team
yeah.
that has been able to get a real return
From
from him.
Coutinho money.
You know what I mean?
All you can see is just been rock solid. He's the fact that he's also the captain of the side. He's good with organization and all of that.
He's a leader,
He's a true leader of men. And guys just want to play with him. Guys hate to play against him. So
He's an aura defender. Like, he doesn't go in for tackles.
He just scares you.
He just scares you.
But
I was
his
thinking it's
presence-
just from his aura. He's there, and then he pounces and gets the ball.
Van Dijk has been solid. Who's your other CD?
Konate. I think no, really. I would have given it to Gabriel, but he got injured. Saliba has been sketchy this season, probably for mental fatigue. But yeah, Konate and VVD.
I mean, we slate Arsenal, but to be where they are as a team, it takes courage, it takes strength, it takes good depth. It takes performing week in, week out.
Yeah,
Despite the fact that we always say they're bottling, but they're up there. They're like second, isn't it?
Yeah,
Bro. I would put William Saliba in there.
The Brazil Murilo.
oh yeah.
Murilo. That guy is amazing.
He's been
solid.
good. He's not better than Konate in terms of ability, but he had a good season. And then Konate also he has a mistake in him every once in a while. Injury record is not really the best. But Murillo is a good shot.
That's what.
But I'm uncomfortable with having
Saliba.
3 Nottingham Forest players in our back 5. So that's the only reason I wouldn't put Murillo in there. Saliba gets so much flack, man. He's a really good defender. Gabriel would have made this list easily.
Yeah.
I have to put that out there. His injury didn't do him any favors. It would have been him and Van Dijk, but Man, let me do Arsenal fans a solid and just put Saliba in there.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that for Arsenal fans.
He's been a very good centre back at a very young age.
Yeah,
More of like the Lenny Oros of today.
Yes,
you know,
facts,
yeah.
facts.
He's been performing.
He's somebody I see getting snatched by a real bigger team.
Bro, I think Real Madrid wants to sign him.
They should sign him.
Yeah,
Tota.
they're looking to sign him.
They should sign him because they need to fix
Whatever is happening
at the
bro.
back there.
Yo,
You're playing David Alaba.
yo.
You're playing Chow.
You're still playing Alaba, John.
No,
You're still playing. But anyway,
that's how good he is.
Yeah,
That's why he's in
that's
this
the
Premier League
caliber.
level.
Hey, he should be
Yeah.
playing for Real Madrid. You know, he's a great player on the ball.
Real
It's Real Madrid. You say Real Madrid, they know it's Real Madrid, not Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid.
And then yeah, we have like number 6.
This is where the war starts.
I'd have Declan as my GM. Yeah. I mean, he can play both roles.
He can.
Yeah, he can play CM, he can play DM. I think he plays CM for England, DM for Arsenal, and I mean he's more advanced, but you know.
Yeah, for sure. The system allows it.
Yeah, for West Ham,
Better fights.
for West Ham he was playing so deep. He was playing that defensive midfield role, and the reason being because he has all of the qualities to be a complete midfielder in terms of attacking and defending, but they didn't have that much quality. That's why he was playing DM, and he's kind of like a makeshift DM at the moment.
For sure.
So I'll put him there. I'll put him as my defensive midfielder.
DM, the best DM in the league, Caicedo.
Nah.
For me, Caicedo is the best DM in this league without Rodrigo playing. Caicedo. That's this season.
Are you saying this season or are you talking
I'm
about
saying
his
this
abilities?
season. I'm saying this season.
I don't think.
I'm saying
I
this
don't think
season.
this season Caicedo's
I'm
been a
saying
better
this season.
DM than Ryan Gravenberch. I just don't think so.
I feel like he is, because if you remove Caicedo from Chelsea and put Gravenberch, it's not the same thing. But if you take Caicedo to Liverpool,
No, we're not gonna do that.
that's wait.
We're not gonna do that.
Why not?
We're not gonna do that.
Why not?
Because if you remove any other top player, because it's not like Caicedo, I'm saying he's whack or anything.
Yes.
You remove top players from. If you remove a top player from a team that's poor, obviously the results are not going to be the same. Like the fall off is not going to be that much great when you remove Gravenberch and put Caicedo,
It's going to be
because Liverpool is already a great team, but that doesn't minimize the kind of impact that Gravenberch has had on Liverpool's midfield this season.
Yeah, bro, like young PFA player of the season, bro, like he really stood up, like, you know, the first half of the season, like, you know, he put us on his back, he carried those body feints, sashimi's, like, shout out to him, bro.
But the way Gravenberch really reinvented himself in this season, there was talks of him being a bust just last season, or a player that's not gonna cut it in the Premier League or something. For him to come out and have the kind of season that he's had, that's actually your PFA Young Player of the Year, by the way. Well-deserved award. He's been brilliant on the ball, brilliant off the ball. He's a good passer. He reads the game well. And because of the style of football that we play, he sometimes finds himself in that area isolated and has to really dig down and do some solid defensive work, to the point where in certain games we're struggling, he has to even put a shift in at centre back. That just goes to show you the kind of defensive versatility that he's been having this past season. It's not a knock on Caicedo. Easily top 2. Easily, I think for me, like I said, the game favors offensive players. So people are going to be talking about your Palmers and whoever. Caicedo was Chelsea's best player this season. I'm not going to knock you on that. But Ryan Gravenberch, for me, has to be the best DM this season. I'm putting Ryan Gravenberch.
I'm putting Caicedo. We'll just have to agree to disagree, because my point still stands. Take that poor player.
If that's the only thing that you have, that's like me saying, if you take who?
Please say it. Please clarify.
No. The point that I'm trying to make is,
I want you to
the team is so good. It's so great. Like, the reason why we're not going to see the difference if you remove Gravenberch and put Caicedo is because the team itself is so good. And Caicedo has already played with players like McAllister before. It's going to be a seamless transition. That's the point I'm trying to make.
There's no difference.
There's no difference. That's what I'm saying. Those are the two. For me, outside of Rodri, those are the two top DMs. That's why I don't believe. That's why I don't believe with the assertion that you're trying to make that if you remove Caicedo and put Gravenberch in Chelsea's system, Chelsea would have been any worse than they were this season.
They would be way worse.
I don't believe that.
They would be 10 times worse.
I don't believe that.
I'm telling you.
And I don't want us to talk about hypotheticals. I want us to talk about what we actually saw translate on the field.
Who do you have as your defensive midfielder?
I have the OG Rodri, bro.
But he's been out.
He's been out, but when he's there,
Fuck that guy.